welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Right where we left off here, on the road out of Goodsprings. Oh, something I forgot to mention last time on the first video is that I have the Electro City mod on. So some of these street lights are going to be on. And it's getting dark. Just going to head towards Primm here. And if you, for some reason, didn't see the first video, part 1 in Goodsprings, and you're just picking up now, you should probably go back and check that one if you're going to watch more of these, because I explain a lot about the playthrough. And I can't remember how dark it actually gets when it's dark with this setup on. I don't think it gets too dark. Sky definitely looks different. I think that's actually a texture from a previous mod that changed the sky like that. But it does look cool, gotta say. Not much here. Some bad guys out back. Just a little shack. The interiors are always going to be dark though. It's kind of unavoidable because of the EN boost, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it just looks like a post-processing effect to me. Yeah, wow, that might be worth taking to sell. That not so much. Dynamite. I should probably hotkey that dynamite because I'm going to be using it some. Let's see, 6. Alright, that's all that's in here. Just a little shack. There's some bad guys out here. Oh, there you are. You can take and sell the different factions' money, or you can trade it in, I think, for chips at the casinos, if I remember correctly. You know what? I'm going to pick that up so that I can use it to save a little bit of ammo on my other guns. It's a piece of crap. But I want to try and keep as much of my good ammo as I can, time being. Should be a few odds and ends in this rubble here. Don't need clothes. Later on, once I get money, it's kind of expensive. I'll have to check out the High Desert Tactical Shop. It's pretty sweet. Adds a bunch of like military type gear. It's a little shop out by the medical clinic outside of Vegas. And there's gonna be mines here. Step on those.
What was that? Murderer!
Murderer? Oh yeah, you're damn right I'm a murderer. Problem with this Pipboy mod is sometimes the light turns off for no apparent reason. And the Millennia weapons, they're gonna show up like this. I'll pick it up just to show you, but some of them are... Oh. Damn it. Some of them are good, some of them are not. But they are in the level list. They'll show up on the enemies and stuff. I wonder if I can repair. So I'll show you this. See what I mean? There goes my light. Just a little funky little, I guess, Russian pistol. I don't know. Not gonna take it though. If I read through notes and stuff on this game too fast, just make sure you pause it. Oh. Just pause the video if you care to read it if I'm going too fast. I tend to kind of read through things fast. That stuff is no good. Don't need a hat. Alright, I'm thinking maybe I should wait till daytime. I mean, I like playing at night on this game, but there's not that much lights out here, and I'm gonna need to see. So maybe I'll sleep. Not for 14 hours. I just use more than I need here. Start at dawn. Should be...
Hello there.
Oh, this guy.
Good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes.
Buddy.
Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature.
Yes, it is.
I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
I know you, motherfucker.
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
I'll show you what I mean about him lying.
There's an old Wasteland legend that says somewhere out there was a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
So you collect these caps too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same.
Don't lie to me.
There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
I can't remember if this guy attacks you or not. I know a few people do.
No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
Buddy, I'm not gonna give you the light of day here. Now, as I was saying, liar. Dirty, dirty liar. I can't remember if he attacks you now or later, or maybe he doesn't. I need some water. But, I'm not gonna give him a chance. Ooh, that's one thing I didn't pay any attention to, was buying some purified water before I left. It won't be that big of a deal, as long as you make sure you keep a few on you, and if you know where to look, you won't have any problems with water and food. The real big hindrance about hardcore mode is the whole stim packs heal you slowly over time thing, and the crippled limbs will become a problem. I have to make sure I always have doctor's bags on me because I'll be needing them. And also the fact that ammo weighs and stuff like that. That's the main problem. The food and hunger, or hunger and thirst thing is not as big of a deal. It's not like there's a shortage of it. But it does lower your stats if you let yourself get hungry or thirsty. And you also have to worry about sleep, but that's not usually out for a few days. But I just slept, so I'll be good. Unreal Tournament syndrome, accidentally jumping all the time. Naturally have my thumb on my spacebar when I'm playing usually. This gun looks a lot better. I have a weapon retexture pack that changes, it makes the textures better on the vanilla weapons.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Primm is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings. We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them. We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. you should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
Alright, pal. Some more ammo for this guy. Alright. So if I want a little bit of extra ammo, right, it doesn't tell me if I'm being seen or not. I was gonna, what the? I can take these. There's some ammo crates laying around. But, I don't think it's gonna be anything worth my time. I don't worry about little drops to the karma because good karma is so easy to get that you don't have to worry about it. Just some water. I have the Goodsprings Reborn mod is on. I'm not sure if that does a whole ton, but the Primm Reborn mod that I have on is pretty noticeable once I get over there. Let's see. Talk to this guy. Damn it. Stupid. If I could see, it would help. Hey man, just staring at the corner.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business? We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing. The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. Convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit. Things are just going slow. Most people just call it NCRCF. That's NCR Correctional Facility. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup. Killed the guards that weren't able to escape. And have been ransacking the area since then. Not much. They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers. Mostly because they've taken to using the explosives meant to clear boulders as weapons. They got organized faster than I would have thought. Most of them, at least. Thankfully, the small group in town here seem to have split off from the main force, so they aren't getting anything in the way of support. I have some free time. Ask away. Sir?
Okay. So not a whole ton of them here. But there is a few. Nothing really over here. I can't remember if there's anything in this building. There's just a little outpost up top. And I'm dehydrated again. A few ammo crates, sleeping mattress. This guy just standing there. I could sell those. They add up. Frag mines and rockets. Frag mines are a little heavier, but the rockets, you get a collection of those, I mean missiles, you can sell them pretty decent. So dynamite is great because you don't need a high accuracy to actually kill people with it. You need at least 1%, but the odds are you're going to hit them. And it's just so damn fun blowing people up in this game. Guy running away? Seriously? I want to save some for... Oh, I'll take that thing just to show you it. I want to save some for down the road ways. Check this thing out. I won't keep it, but it's a cool little gun. You know what? I don't have a 357 mag weapon. Let's waste my weapon repair kits and use it. I'll end up collecting every single weapon and probably every single piece of armor in the game at some point. Just because I do things like that. But I'm not going to worry about it until later on. Kind of a weird texture glitch there. Oh, there you are. There's a point in the game later on when I go around and start exploring places I missed. Yeah. And that's when I'll start picking up a lot of the crafting stuff, things like that. What's this? Oh, interesting. Not really, I'm not gonna keep that. This is pretty cool though, I gotta say. Sounds funny, but oh shit. Pop. For such a pansy sounding gun, it sure is powerful. Alright. I need to get that to 25. I need to put this up a little bit. I'll put one on that too. Incremental stuff here. I'll do a few intense trainings, but I'm not going to do a lot of perception. I'm going to need when I get to Freeside for something, so. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Lost track of what I was doing there. Let me go in here for a minute. A few items to pick up. Sheriff's dead anyways.
You'd better get out of here.
What the hell are you doing in here? Some of the faces on the people in this game. It's not as comical as like Oblivion is. You know, Elder Scrolls. The characters on there can get just straight up ridiculous looking. But there are some pretty fucked up looking people. Should be a little bit of 308 ammo, yeah. 10 mil. Dead people. Sheriff duster and a sheriff hat. I don't really have a lot of space. Oh, I have a decent amount, but I want to keep those. There will be a few places I'll use on the way to dump stuff, because I won't get an actual place of my own for a little while. I have a Novac Reborn mod on also that will give me a place there, but I'll still have to do missions before. What the hell? Value 350. Right. But I'll have to do a few missions before I actually get it. But there's a couple little places I use for storage. In the meantime, places where no one's gonna bother with my stuff. Oh hey. Brought a tire iron to a gunfight. Probably don't need to be using this on a gun, but something I'd usually use, so. What the fuck? What are you doing up there? What the hell was that? It's a funny sounding gun. Let's kill all these guys. Okay, I can stop using this gun now. It's AK time. At some point I'll show you all the different weapons from this mod. Some of them are really cool. Some of them I'll swap to later on if I don't find them. I just picked a few of my favorites. Makarov. Actually, that guy. Won't keep it, but you know. Pretty much all of them have mods you can use. Okay. Enough messing around. You're fidgeting, you bastard. Gotcha. Yeah, there's definitely more of them here with this mod on. Just a regular 9mm. There's nothing in these houses that's really worth going in there and taking a bunch of karma losses to loot. It's just kind of run-of-the-mill stuff. Probably a little bit of food, scrap items, stuff like that. You can go into them all. Oh. I wish they had a lean key. Makarov. These guys. MBA Gyrojet. It's a weird weapon. I'll show it to you. Yeah, I know. It's a weird weapon. And I don't like it very much. Some of the bigger weapons, the assault rifles and battle rifles and stuff, and there's a few sniper rifles. This is one of the few first-person shooter games where I'll actually use sniper rifles. It's just too tempting to not use, like, the anti-material rifle. It's so much fun, especially with, like, the explosive rounds and stuff. And it's pretty essential for killing death claws and stuff later on. Old Primm Saloon. Definitely new. I've seen some of this stuff before, but I didn't get past Freeside the last time I was playing. What the hell? All you people are just in here, like, all nonchalant. Just having a drink, having a smoke. Just fucking gunfights going on out there. Just add a little bit of life, though, to Primm. I have a mod also that increases the population in the casinos. Can't hear. Oh, it's on. And like I said in the previous video, I'll have all the mods I'm using listed in the video description with links and stuff like that to them, if anybody's curious. But I will say one of the things I have on is the New Vegas and Freeside restoration project mods, which changed them quite a bit. I mean, not so they're unrecognizable. I don't want EVE in, but it does make them quite cool. I shouldn't loot anything in here, so you'll see about that. But it does cause a little bit of a problem with the entrance to New Vegas. So I had to do a workaround in the GEC to actually get. You can't use the main gate. I'm not sure why, but I fixed it, sort of. Which actually lets you be able to get in with before you have the money and stuff like that. But it's not really the best course of action because you gotta pay. What is this? Huh. Alright, let's go talk to these guys in here. Get on with it.
I don't know what it was brought you to Primm, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Would have liked to have turned my light on.
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Primm going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily. for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say. I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me? Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out. No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Not for me to say. Well, now that you mentioned it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going. I guess I don't have anywhere better to be. Right now, Beagle is the closest Primm's got to any organized law, but he's still stuck up in Bison Steve. First thing I'd say is get his sorry butt out of there.
All right.
Later.
Later. Well, I'm in here. Let's talk to this funny-ass robot about the, this car here. Where you at?
Move along, please. Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Primm Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokespot of the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw! Where have you been, partner? Hiding under a rock? Vicky and Vance were this nation's 4th or maybe 5th most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever. That's who they was. Primm Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can spare a minute to hear the tale.
Of course.
Yahoo! I ain't had a chance to tell their tale in a mess of years. First things first, any bosh you've heard about Vicky and Vance being copycats ain't nothing but ill-tempered slander. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed their first bank. So who was copying who? Now, true, Vicky and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank robbery across the central U.S. like Bonnie and Clyde did. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime is crime. They drove reckless, too. Having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway, it was only fitting that the duo of desperados would die by the gun. Perhaps it was fate itself that accidentally drove them into a crossfire between police and a gang of bank robbers in Plano, Texas. Or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vicky would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank, had she lived. We'll never know for sure. All we know is that the crossfire tore the car and both occupants to pieces, and the police issued an official apology. You can put your eyes on the genuine death car just over yonder, and there's Vance's machine gun in the case next to it. Primm is a thriving resort community located in Clark County, Nevada, right along Interstate 15. Whether you can't wait till Vegas to try your luck, or want to hit one last jackpot before you leave Nevada, Primm's your place. The town's premier attraction is the world-famous Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum, so you came to the right place, partner.
Right, okay.
The Bison Steve is one of Primm's less impressive casino hotels. I'd steer clear of that place, partner, if I were you. Rumor is the dealers over there are cheap, and that rickety roller coaster is liable to fall down any day because it wasn't built to cold. Happy trails, partner.
I don't know why it's funny, but it is. And of course it's not here. I do know where it is. You find it later on, just up north of Vegas. Okay, let's get out of here. Enough fucking around. Let's go kill some people. Gonna be a little dark in here. I'm gonna go in sneaky, sneaky. Which will last for a whole minute or two. I don't have the lockpick skill to get a, there's a gun in here, I could get a unique gun. But I don't have the skill, so I'll have to remember to come back at some point. Oh. Oh, that aim though. There's a classic Fallout bug right there. What the? Running away, you son of a bitch. Oh, it's dark. I apologize for how dark it is on the interiors, but I'm not really sure what I could do about that. And I just love how the way this ENB makes the game world look. Too much to turn it off. I'll see if there's any tweaks I can do to fix that. And if by chance anyone out there is familiar with this EN boost effect, knows how to make things brighter inside, let me know. But for now, I'm just gonna have to put up with it. I mean, it would be dark, right? There's some lights that are on. Not that much. Maybe there's an interior lighting mod I can get or something like that.
You like that?
You be dead. Ooh. Got messed up a
You
little
like
bit.
that?
Oh. Bastard. That thing weighs too much. I'm not gonna take that or the fuel. Guess I might as well take that pocket gun and use it to repair my other one. A little bit of repair skill will bring you a long way early in the game to keeping your weapons set up. Or kept up, I should say. Don't pass up water. Even dirty water. Son of a bitch. I'll show you that one. Another kind of weird Russian gun. Hey, bro.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. Why, yes, I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free. Indeed I do, good sir. And I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from captivity. Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here. Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way.
And dehydrated again. Have some water. There is more bad guys in here. I'm gonna come back in and clear it out. And that safe that I saw over there is where that unique 357 Magnum called the Lucky is. Can't open that yet. Just some assorted loot in there, a few good things. Nothing to trip over.
Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we? Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage? Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novac to meet a contact there.
Right.
Hello again. I don't suppose you've decided to help Primm find its next sheriff? Oh, no. I'm just a deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command. You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Oh, come on. Martial law is a blast. It's your future. Alright, let's go back in here and kill the rest of these bastards. Gotta go up. Should be a door over here. There might be a few guys left out on the roller coaster. Maybe not. But I know there's a few in here. Make sure my light's actually on. Oh man, it's hard to see. Gotta be like 3 feet away. I'm sure we'll bump into him. I tried messing around with the ENB settings in the control panel for it, but it doesn't seem to do anything about the interior. Even if I turn the brightness just insanely high, but then that affects the outdoors too. It makes things look pretty fucked up. So I'll see if there's something I can do about this next time. Guess I should take my food, right? The fruit and stuff like that is good to get because it helps you with hydration. Whoa. Okay, enough dynamite. Not sure what that key's for. Oh, I just said enough dynamite, didn't I? Enough dynamite. know there's a few people upstairs. Should be one more floor up there. There's not a lot of real memorable loot in here. There's not a lot that's worth picking up, just kind of bits and pieces. Some more bobby pins would be nice, but I'm not going to spend all day pilfering around. That's for later in the game, when I go around kind of clearing places out. Okay, I need to get this last guy somewhere in here. There's a way upstairs through the floor, or through the roof, in one of these rooms. I think it's probably this room. Yep. Oh, hey. Gotta love Fallout glitches. There will also be another point at which I get even all the vanilla weapons and mod everything out and stuff. Just not right now. Okay. I don't need anything that gives me more skill points or more experience or anything like that. Cannibal, and it's kind of a novelty thing. Swift learner, don't need it. Retention, don't need it because I don't use magazines really. Rapid reload is just kind of, it's kind of good, but I never usually pick it until I'm like at the point where I don't have many perks left to get. And I don't want that. I just don't. So intense training again, and I'm going to do perception one more time for a few reasons, but it'll help my lockpick, and there's a few quests that will need that. And all the points I use on intense training early on means less. I can spend implants you can get from the New Vegas Medical Clinic I can use on other things than just stats if I want to. Alright, that's it. They're all dead. What's this? Ooh. Doctor's bags are going to be really, really, really critical. Let's get out of here. So I got to make sure I go talk to the NCR guy before I leave. I won't be able to actually have the NCR take over the town until I get to the Mojave Outpost and help them out with a few things. Or actually, I think I can just, as long as my barter skills at a certain point, I should be able to talk someone into it. But I do have to go talk to Hayes one more time before I leave. Oh, I think maybe I need to go talk to the Nashes too one more time. I think there might be something else they can tell me.
Yeah?
Let's see here.
We know Primm is a great strategic point, and we aren't blind to the needs of the town, but we're barely holding our own against the powder gangers.
I just killed
We
them
don't have
all.
the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our mission, much less take on defending this town as well. What we need more than anything is bodies. If we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff and still handle our primary objective of protecting the interstate south of here. If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Primm and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops up here. Knight at Mojave Outpost may be able to help.
Alright,
Sir?
let's go. Let me go back and talk to the Nashes. I don't know if I can ask them about the robot yet or not. I don't think I can get him yet. I don't think I have enough skill Or I think I need a bunch of scrap parts if I don't have the skill, and I don't have those scrap parts. I don't usually worry about picking him up till later on. I think I have the mod on that lets me have unlimited companions, but I still tend to only have one with me at a time. Or maybe like one human and one, either the dog or the robot. I guess we'll just have to see. Let me get a screenshot while I'm here. A Primm screenshot. Turn off the menus. Alright, let's go talk to them. Or maybe they're back in their home. I don't know. Can't remember if they... I guess they are back. Or if they give me anything. I don't usually go back and talk to them, so I'm not sure. So I'm curious. Things are definitely different here. That used to be a ruined building and stuff. You here? I don't want to really go hunt for him in a dark place. Hair 65 or higher. 3 scrap metal, 2 sensor modules, and some scrap electronics. Alright, well, I'll keep an eye out for that stuff. There's some scrap metal here. I'll find some of that on the road. I don't really want a companion with me quite yet. I'll be grabbing Veronica once I get to the I-88. That'll be a little while. That'll be the first follower. I have a mod on Cassidy and Veronica. Make them a little bit more unique than they are. I think there might be a few other companions that are modded. I can't remember. I'll have to go look. When I go looking for mods for stuff, I generally find the highest rated ones. And I've tried out just thousands of mods for this game, so I'm pretty particular with what I actually use. Pick up a few of these. You know what? There is a up there in the bomb crater. There's a little hotel back there, and there's one of those gas masks is up there. Thing is, there's going to be feral ghoul reavers up there. I know it's early and they're not supposed to be here yet, but they will be. And I really don't want to go mess with them. But the last playthrough, the one I was talking about on part 1 that was on my hard drive that died, that was part way through. I remember I went up there trying to get the gas mask and died like a whole bunch of times. And just wasted all my ammo and stim packs and doctor's bags. Because I wanted that mask. I'm not going to go get it yet. There's a few I can get without any hassle. I'm just going to go up the road a little bit more here before we cut it, because Mojave Outpost will be kind of its own thing. Shot him in the right side, somehow his left arm got blown off. Not sure which mod got rid of the sneak indicator. It is kind of nice though. Doesn't let you know. You have to be more careful, not knowing for sure. Sneaking is not something I'm going to be doing a lot of early in the game. Or at all, for that matter. Fruit is always good to pick up. Oh yeah, I was going to show you this gun. Nothing real special, just in a weird, like... It almost looks like it's supposed to be suppressed, but it's not. Weird Russian gun. Oh my god. I have so much dynamite. I wasn't even paying any attention, was I? Gotta make sure I use that. Should be a few bad guys over here. There's gonna be bad guys inside too. Come on. probably got both of them. Oh no.
Had enough.
I don't want to use dynamite inside. Cowboy repeater. It's a good gun, but I'm not going to take it. I usually take chems. I always pick up chems. If anyone watching saw my Fallout 3 game, which is actually pretty old, I always picked up chems with the intention of selling them off in bulk later, and I don't think I ever did, so I just ended up with a huge stockpile, but they should come in handy in a few situations in this playthrough. Bang. Bang. Bugs. I don't really want that. Oh man. Definitely taking that. It's kind of fucked up. Let me guess, I used all my... Yeah, I did. It's a cool gun, though. I'll have to keep that one. I'll get repair kits for it at some point. Should be nothing left now, but bugs. There's always one that gets stuck behind the door. Single shot, really? It's not automatic. Dehydration is real. Haven't gotten hungry yet. I don't think I've eaten anything yet. Maybe I should just eat some fruit. It will help with the it'll help with the dehydration. Just a dead person in here. 10mm subgun. Oh, that's a pretty be good to sell there. And I'll be hitting a trader once I get up here to the Mojave Outpost, so sell off all this miscellaneous stuff I don't need. Alright, well, I'm going to cut this one here, and next time we'll head up to the Mojave Outpost and start doing a few things, finish off the Primm mission, stuff like that. So yeah, until next time, take it easy.